How to change your header in a WordPress.org based website. The first thing you need to do is identify the width and the height of your header. This one's 950 pixels wide. Once you've identified that and made a new header that you're going to replace your old header with, simply place your new header on your desktop or somewhere easy to find it. Now, the next step is to log into our FTP server. Now that might sound very intimidating to some people, maybe not so much to others. But if you're a beginner and you've never logged into your FTP, then I'll show you how. There are two ways to log into your FTP. The first is through a desktop-based program like Filezilla. It's a free program you can download. So just Google for Filezilla. Now with this program, you're going to log in using your host, which is the name of your FTP. Mine is ftp.andytraub.net. Your username and your password for your FTP, and then it'll log you in. On the left side, you can see here, it's going to show your computer, your local site, and then down below that, it'll show, once you've clicked on a folder, it'll show the folder's contents. On the right side, or your remote site, the FTP server will be shown here, and these are the files that are out on your FTP server, out on the internet, stored on an offsite location. Same format though, it will have a folder and the folder's contents below that. If you do happen to make any changes, down here at the bottom it'll show the status of those changes or transfers. Now, to make this even more simple, I'm going to encourage you not to use Filezilla and simply download an add-on to Firefox browser. If you're not using Firefox browser, well, you should be. So what I'd like for you to do, if you're using Firefox, and if you haven't, then download Firefox, and go to Google and just search for Fire FTP, and it should come up with this page. And this is an add-on to Firefox, and we're simply going to click here to add to Firefox. And then we're going to download, and we'll have to restart, and that's okay. So we'll restart now. Now, once we restart our browser, it should be coming up any second now, we'll go back to our pages that we were at before. And you can see right here. And we've downloaded that, and we're going to close this. So now we're at the page we'd like to change the header. Well, another quick shortcut I'll show you is if you right-click on your navigation bar and you go to Customize, if you end up using your Fire FTP a lot, if you right-click and then go to Customize, you can take this small icon and you can bring it up to your navigation bar. Then you can close. Then you've got that icon for easy access. Go ahead and click on that icon. It'll bring up Fire FTP. So you can see this looks very much the same as Filezilla, except for it's web-based, so you can get to it from anywhere. It will only show the documents or the files on your computer on the left side. On the right side, it's going to show our remote host or our FTP server. Now, I've already set up a connection here, but you can simply click on this box and then create an account. And then once you've created that account, it will remember it. And so when you go back, just like I call mine Andy Traub Hosting, all you have to do is click connect in the future. But the first time you have to set that up with your name and password. So we're going to click connect. And there we are. There's my FTP server. So it's connected. And you can see down here at the bottom, it shows the progress. And obviously it's connected because it shows green. If there's any problems, it'll show in red. So the next step is to find out where our header is. So the first step was create the header and figure out its measurements. The second was to log into our FTP using Fire FTP. And the next is to find the header image in your website. And the way you do that, and you're going to have to navigate to wherever that image is, but you're going to go to your website location on your FTP server, and your webmaster might help you do this. Otherwise, if you have a WordPress-based site, you just go to wherever your site is loaded and search for the file called WP content right here. Double-click on that, and you're going to look for themes. Double-click on themes, and then you're going to go to whichever theme that you have installed or is active. Double-click on that theme. I only have one. And the last one you do is images. So you can see we went to WP content and then themes and then the name of your theme and then images. And you'll see this file right here, header.jpg. So we're going to go over to our desktop and we're going to drag the file from our desktop over to our FTP. And the way that we navigate to our folder, obviously we can go through the navigation here, or I'm going to click Browse because I've already placed it on my desktop. So I'm going to go Browse and then Desktop, and then OK. And this shows all the contents of my desktop. Oh, I just clicked off it. Let's try that one more time. Desktop. OK. So here is the contents of my desktop, and you can see I've got a header.jpg file. So I can click this file right here, and I can use these arrows to upload it, or I can just drag, I'm sorry, I do have to use the arrows. In Filezilla, you can drag and drop. So we're going to put it over here in this folder because it's highlighted. So click Upload, and what it's going to say is it already exists. So do you want to skip, overwrite? What do you want to do? We're going to overwrite it because obviously there's already a similar file like that there. Click Overwrite, and you can see the progress down here, and the transfer is complete. So we're going to go back to our page here, and you can see what the old header looked like. Give it a few seconds, and you hit F5 on your keyboard to reload. And there we are. You can see the new header, which I will change because that's pretty ugly. But that's how you change the header image in your WordPress-based site.